That magical background blur, that's bokeh, and today we're diving deep into how you can master it using your Nikon gear for stunning results. So you may be asking, what exactly is bokeh? Simply put, it's the quality of the blur in your photo's out of focus areas, and it can transform an ordinary portrait into a masterpiece. Bokeh isn't just about blur, it's about beautiful blur. It draws the eye to your subject, adds emotion, creates separation, and gives your portraits that signature look. From vintage manual lenses to today's mirrorless digital lenses, bokeh has always been a favorite in portrait photography, and now it's your turn to master it. Here's a secret. Wide aperture equals shallow depth of field, and shallow depth of field usually creates that nice background blur. So I would recommend using lenses with a wide aperture of at least f2.8 or wider, like 1.8, 1.4, or f1.2. There are several factors that affect the quality of the background blur in your portraits. Aperture size, lens quality, distance between the camera and the subject, distance between the subject and the background, and the quality of the background itself. Ever spend hours editing your portraits only for them to still look like they belong in the before column?
Of course not.
Yeah, we've all been there. But don't worry, because help is on its way.
Oh, thank God.
I'm hosting a 2-hour live online workshop where I'll show you my personal Adobe Lightroom Classic process that turns good portraits into visual masterpieces.
Whoa!
We'll cover AI masking that works faster than your morning coffee, color grading, skin retouching that doesn't make your subject look like a wax statue, and batch editing so smooth you'll feel like a photo ninja.
You finished?
And of course, we'll be covering so much more. And the best part? You'll learn it all in just 2 hours. That's less time than it takes to binge watch 2 episodes of your favorite Netflix show. And honestly, it'll probably improve your life a lot more. And if you're quick, you can save now with early bird pricing, but spots are limited. So grab your seat before someone else edits their way into glory. Join me, bring your portraits, and by the end of this workshop, you'll have the skills to make your images truly stand out. No more guessing, just editing with confidence. Yeah! Click the link below, sign up, and let's learn to edit your portraits like a pro did it.
I can do that.
I'm Robert Silver, and until next time, keep shooting and stay creative. Let's take a moment to discuss what lens compression is. It's a visual effect that makes the background of an image appear closer to the subject than it actually is. This effect is more pronounced with longer focal length lenses like telephoto lenses. When a telephoto lens is used, the background seems to compress towards the subject, making objects in the foreground and background appear closer together. If you're using a Nikon mirrorless camera like the Z8, Z6 III, or the Z9, prime lenses like the Nikon Z50mm f1.2, the Z85 1.2, or the stunning 135mm Plena are bokeh beasts. Longer focal lengths and zoom lenses like the Nikon Z70-200 f2.8 lens compresses the background beautifully. Now here's a couple of tips. Being closer to the subject while keeping the background at a distance allows for a more pronounced bokeh effect. Now a greater distance between the subject and the background leads to a more blurred background, thus overall enhancing the bokeh effect. Nail your focus on the eyes always. I personally have my camera's autofocus area mode on large with human face detect activated. With the area covering the top portion of my subject, this allows me to concentrate more on composition as I take my photos. Now the background matters. A cluttered one distracts, a simple one with lights, foliage, or texture gives your bokeh more character. Want more glow? Shoot with the light behind your subject. Backlighting can make your bokeh sparkle and give it a unique effect. In post, you can enhance bokeh by subtly increasing the background blur or boosting highlights and pulling contrast in the subject. But go easy, overdoing blur can look fake real quick. Keep it natural and consistent with your lens's character. There are very rare occasions that I personally would enhance the blur or separation in post with Lightroom. I'd much rather go for a bokeh that is optically created through the lens. Now, pro tip, create a signature bokeh look in your edits so that it gives your portfolio a recognizable, cohesive vibe. Every lens tells a different story. Play, experiment, create. Bokeh is more than a technique, it's part of your visual style. So whether you're rocking a Nikon Z50 or the flagship Z9, amazing bokeh is within your reach. Practice, shoot wide, and embrace that cool blur. Hit the like button if you found this helpful, subscribe for more portrait photography content. I'm Robert Silva, and until next time, keep shooting and stay creative.